Today in the lab, I've got Chad Zunker, inventor of the Baby Shusher. Come right on back and learn about this really cool new app. Today's episode is brought to you by Baby Bjorn, maker of the Travel Crib Lite. It's hard to believe, but sometimes even using the most cleverly designed, light, and comfortable travel crib in the world, you sometimes have to comfort the child before they'll go to sleep. Speaking of that, we're joined by Chad Zunker, inventor of the Baby Shusher. Chad, explain to me exactly how this magic app of yours works.
Basically, what the Baby Shusher app does is it makes a loud rhythmic shushing noise. What that does is it reminds babies of the noise they've constantly heard while they're inside the womb for 9 months, to where they yearn to be back to the comfort of where they were. And part of that is hearing this loud blood rush flow noise. And so the Baby Shusher tries to recreate that, and it ignites a natural calming reflex in a baby and helps them relax and go to sleep.
Okay, so traditionally, humans have tried to do this by shushing themselves, right?
That's right.
As you're rocking. So what's the advantage of, why do we need an app for that?
My wife and I, when we had our first baby, we're not fully prepared like most parents. Had a very fussy first baby. Tried everything, wouldn't work. Came across this rhythmic shushing technique, and when I tried it with my Anna, it worked like a snake charmer. Problem was, my wife Katie could not do it loud enough or long enough for it to work. The first full week, I had to play superhero every time, swoop in every time Anna was fussy, which was 10 times a day, shush, put her down, go back to life.
So it's a technique that not everybody can do, you think?
That's right, yes, right.
And that's where the app comes in?
That's where the app comes in. So what I did was, I got into my lab, which was my car, complete quiet, and I recorded myself on a digital recorder shushing for 10 minutes. Next time Anna was fussy, pulled it out, worked the same way as if I was holding her. So suddenly my wife was able to carry my shush with her everywhere she went, and it became the most valuable tool in our arsenal.
So is that the app? Is the app now, is it you shushing?
So basically, once we had so much success with that tool and we tried it on our second baby and worked just as well, and all the baby nurses in the hospital were mesmerized by it, we went home and said, how do we get this into as many people's hands as possible? Came across this idea of doing an app, recorded myself shushing in a studio, had it professionally mixed to what we felt like was the perfect human shush, put it into the app.
So you may be the only professional baby shusher. I mean, are there others like you out there, you baby shushing freaks?
I don't know. My wife and I laugh every night thinking that there might literally be thousands of babies that I'm shushing around the world.
Well, that's a very interesting and satisfying line of work that you have.
It's very weird.
But it does work, and you've seen that it doesn't just work on your children, it works on other people's children as well.
Yeah, before we even set out, we had to decide, is this just our kids, or will it work on others? So we tested it out with 10 random babies around town, and every single one of them had success. All of the moms came back and said, this works great. Some of them begged me at the door to keep the test recorder because it was the best 3 days they'd had with their baby. With the shushing technique, doctors recommend that you're close enough to the baby within 2 feet so that they don't hear the peripheral noise. You can use it in the crib. We actually recommend on our website an iPhone holder that has an adjustable neck so that you could use it in a car seat, you can use it in a stroller, you can use it in a crib.
So the iPhone is in there with the baby in the crib, but what if somebody calls me and my Katy Perry ringtone is going off? Is that gonna upset the baby?
That's a good question, and because no baby should have to listen to Katy Perry, we prompted the app to first instruct the user to turn it on silent mode or airplane mode.
And I also noticed one of the things that's interesting about your application, it also has a community feature.
That's right. One of the things that we really wanted to do around this whole shushing technique and equipping parents was get them connected with other parents to share secrets, support each other.
Are you worried that you're gonna have insomniacs, like a herd of zombies dragging themselves to your door hoping to be shushed by you?
I haven't thought about that, Clay, and maybe now I should be worried.
Yeah.
But my friends have joked that 20 years from now, I could be walking through the mall and people hear my voice and suddenly start turning and just following me.
That'd be creepy.
Very creepy.
So tell me, where can we get the Baby Shusher?
Right now, you can go to the App Store on iTunes and pick it up for your iPhone or your new iPod Touch or your iPad. And in about a month, you'll be able to go and get it for the Android version.
Chad, thanks so much for joining us here in the studio. You've got to check out the Baby Shusher. If it works for you, or even if it doesn't, come back to the community at dadlabs.com and tell us about it. We want to hear from you. We also want to thank our sponsors, Baby Bjorn, maker of the Travel Crib Light. Once that baby is calmed down, ready for sleep, got to put them right down in the Travel Crib Light. It's the best. From Baby Bjorn. We'll see you next time.